All right, you guys. We are back at the Half of At the Half. It is the second segment of At the Half. I'm excited, you guys. Now, this gentleman that I have with me, I've known him for half my life, probably more than half my life, but that's none of your business. We're just going to get right into it. I have Gregg Delany here with me as promised, and we've got a lot to talk about because I told you one of the things that I'm very passionate about is Black ownership and Black people realizing their dreams as far as their business ventures. And I'm definitely excited to bring Gregg Delany on with me because he has a business venture that I'm a part of and I am very excited about. So welcome to the show, Gregg Delany. How you feeling?
I am wonderful. I'm happy to be here. I'm in California with you, and she is amazing,
Yay!
Even in person. So yeah, no, I'm very happy to be here.
And you don't even look like you're just so acclimated to LA because you've got that LA vibe going on.
I would like to believe I have that everywhere vibe.
Okay, I feel you.
I mean, here's what it is. I'm your family's family.
So I have not told the people about your business venture. So I just left that to you so you can kind of share what your vision is. You have Custom Cutz.
I thought you were talking about the breakdancing one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we can talk about the business venture. We can talk about the breakdancing later. Okay. So you have Custom Cutz and Custom Beauty.
Well, Custom Cutz and Custom Beauty is partner companies. They're sister companies of each other. And they all pretty much run consecutively. But yes, Custom Cutz and Custom Beauty is the baby. It's moving, and it's a beautiful thing. Cutting edge.
I guess my first question would be, how did you, or when did you come up with this idea for this new business venture?
So with Custom Cutz, well, just kind of Custom Cutz and Custom Beauty. Let's kind of explain what it is, right? So Custom Cutz and Custom Beauty is the Uber of the beauty industry. It's the Lyft of the hair care industry for men. And I came up with it with the concept that everything nowadays is a deliverable service. Mm-hmm. You know, you could literally order food from a restaurant you've never been to and experience their food. You could watch movies and never have to go to the newest movies and never have to go to a theater. You could literally make a call, be taken somewhere by a stranger, not know the person's car you're getting into, and get there safely. Why would we not be able to deliver beauty services in that same manner?
I mean, I do everything. You know, I order my groceries. Right. I don't need much medication. Thank the Lord for that. But the medication that I do need, I do get it online as well. So I do wonder though, did this idea was it birthed in the pandemic, or was this an idea that you've always had?
So this was an idea that came maybe a year before the pandemic.
Okay.
And the concept came from the understanding, and it was a logic thing for me, right? Mm-hmm. Uber is one of the largest car companies in the world, and they don't own one car. Netflix is one of the biggest movie providers in the world. They don't own one theater. You could order groceries from Walmart. You could get tacos from Taco Bell delivered to your house. Mm-hmm. And it just didn't make sense to me when I heard barbers and beauticians talking about mobile services and things of that nature. It's fine. I get it. You know, you're going to people. But why would you limit it to just your service? Why would you not open this up and give access to every barber and beautician who's in this industry to be able to get out there and service clients that maybe they didn't have before, but just provide them with the clients? Because that's what Uber did. Uber took your car while you were driving on your insurance, put a stranger in your car, and paid you to do it.
And we just accepted it too.
And well, here's the thing though. What makes it so funny, and I'm going to put it out there. It was called the family system, right? Because if you was the one who had the good car in the family and all your cousins knew you had the car, everybody's going to call you. Mm-hmm. And the first thing they would say is, oh, I got gas money. Mm-hmm. Just take me there. That's what Uber did. Uber took your family situation and made it a business. But once again, your beautician or your stylist, she rocks with you. She'll come to your house and do your hair. Mm-hmm. But she does it because she knows you and you're going to pay her to do it. So why would we not give them the opportunity to do this with individuals or clients who need that service? Because we're not talking about people who, you know, just are vain or just don't want to get out. What about those people who are not upwardly mobile? What about those who have health needs? People who are, you know, of high risk and can't move around in the pandemic. What about that situation? What about those who are bound to their home? What about the elderly? You know, just because they are in their situation doesn't mean that they don't want to feel and look good. And we still need to be able to provide those services.
I mean, I love this idea. And for those of you who don't know, Gregg Delany is from Denver, which is where I am from. But this, I actually tried something similar to this not too long ago. You, for those of you who've listened to me for a while, you know that I went to an island for about two years. But just before I left, I had a photo shoot because your girl's always in the mix. So I had a photo shoot, and it was one of those things where I kind of took the cheat route. Right. When it comes to getting my makeup done, I would always go to like Macy's or Sephora and pretend like I was going to buy this stuff, and then I'd get this makeover or whatever. But I didn't have time for that because this situation came up for me very last minute. So there is a company here in LA, which I will not name, but they have a similar service about makeup and hair. So I was in a pinch, so I called them, and this is really what makes your service so appealing to me, because when they came to my house, I literally had, and I'm probably exaggerating here, but I might have had 6 hours to get ready for this event. It was probably more like 4, but I'm just going to exaggerate and say it was 6. And again, I had started my natural hair journey, so when I went onto this specific site, I asked for someone who knew how to do natural hair and someone who knew how to do black makeup. When they arrived to my home, it was not a melanated person, but I'm not going to judge. I'm going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. When I tell you I had to redo my own makeup and figure out what to do with my own natural hair because it was horrible. So I think what appealed to me about your service is the integrity of it. Number one, don't say that you can do something that you can't. Right. And number two, something that Black people, Black women specifically, because let's not forget that Black people spend, what is it, like $1 billion a year? We spend a ton of money in hair care. And because of that, I do feel like we should be catered to a certain extent. And that experience made me feel very vulnerable, I guess, because this is not a service that I could just call in an emergency situation. I need to make sure that I have a situation that can cater to me. And then one thing that I have found being in this industry as long as I have is if you find somebody who can do black hair and black makeup, you found somebody that can do everything. Basically. And that is why this service is so appealing to me. So with the need to really appeal to a very diverse demographic, do you feel like this app is going to be able to do that?
Well, absolutely, because what we're looking at right now is we're not looking at one person who says they could do one thing and then you have to, suggest they get there, pay them to get there, and then they're not able to deliver. What we're providing is a plethora. Been waiting to use that word all day. A plethora of beauticians, makeup artists, lash artists, brows, cosmetologists who do everything. But not only that, you have the opportunity to go into their profile and see the work that they've done. So it's not a hearsay situation. You get to go into their profile, see the work that was done, see their rating that they have with clients that they had previously, see the comments that any of their previous clients have had, and you get to choose from that. So it's not as if you're just pushing a button and blindly just sending someone. You actually get to choose the beautician or barber in the sense of the custom beauty, makeup artist, lash artist, because you want to make sure that you are receiving the work that you do. Because there's going to be a time, if it hasn't already occurred, where a beautiful woman like you is going to have this bridal party. And you're going to have 6 or 7 bridesmaids. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to go sit in the shop with that one beautician who's going to do all your hair? Or are you going to call 6 different beauticians from the app, have a conversation about what this is going to look like, and they all do your hair at the same time. And the same time this is being done, all the groom and the groomsmen is getting their hair done. And if there's pets involved, we're going to cut the pets at some point. But the thing about it is we're saving time and we're giving that convenience. And for the beauticians and the barbers, please keep in mind, if you're working in a slow shop, it don't mean that you got to quit your job. But if you're working in a slow shop, you're not getting clients, log on to the app. If somebody's available in your area, go cut their hair and come back. Because all you really care about is paying your booth rent anyway, right?
Oh, see, and I didn't even think about that because there are slow days in shops. And absolutely. And
there's some shops that just don't have no clientele because they don't promote or where they're located or the pandemic. But that don't mean that your license ain't valid. It doesn't mean that your bills are not due. What you going to do? You going to keep cutting your friends' hair? You going to call some people, tell them to call some people? Are you promoting yourself? How do you do that?
And I think the salon that I was going to is always closed on Sunday. So what if something comes up for me on a Sunday?
What if you are at the Essence Fest and you and your hair gets sweated out because you was, partying too hard. Like, what happens the next day?
Right.
You need to get on that app.
This is an amazing thing to me, and I just can't tell you how much confidence that I have in this and how excited that I am about it, because I have struggled with my hair journey. And in all honesty, part of that struggle has been a lack of trust in somebody who is going to be able to do my hair in a way that I feel comfortable with. Right. And for me to be able to go to an app and see not only people who look like me, and I don't think that's just a black thing. I think that you need to be able to know someone who can do your hair, your specific hair, whatever that might be. And you can look at that on the app, and you can move forward with that. And I think that is an amazing thing. And I think it gives cosmetologists and barbers the option to kind of create their own schedule. If your salon is closed on a Sunday and someone like me needs their hair done on a Sunday,
you got to work on a Sunday.
Right.
Barbers and beauticians went to school to get this license. They did this work. It's not their fault that the economy tanked. Mm-hmm. It's not their fault that the pandemic hit the situation it did. It's not your fault that the owner of the shop is trying to upcharge you because he got bills to pay and he could only keep 30% of his business full. That's not your problem.
Right.
How do you feed your family? How do you pay your bills? And there's elder barbers who are the best barbers in the world, technically, but they're not savvy with internet. They're not doing this. There's young barbers who will never get on in Atlanta or Dallas because the market is saturated. But does that mean that you're not good at what you do? I got you. Log on to the app for free. We're going to send you these clients. You do the work. They're going to rate you. And the better you are at your work, the more work you get. And you're only working people in your area because no matter where you are, if you log on, it'll tell you everybody who needs a service in your area.
Right.
And if they choose you because you keep your profile updated and you're doing good work and you're professional at what you do, we will continue to make sure that you have clients available. And it's not about, we're removing the need for somebody to dictate how you make your money. Because the barbershop owner ain't the only one who should be getting rich off of your service. Why are you not? You work as much as you want to, when you want to, how you want to. And if you got a 9-to-5 and you still have a license, do it when you're off of work. It's like Uber. Log in when you want to work, log out when you don't.
Oh, yeah. So here's the bougie part of it, y'all. Let me just be honest with you about this, because my favorite part of this app is because 2020 was supposed to be my travel year. Me and my girls were supposed to go to all these places, and, the pandemic shot that to hell. But nonetheless, we got to make up for it in 2021 and 2022, right? So my thing was, every time I travel, it's always about, if I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, what is the hairstyle I can get to sustain me for 2 weeks? Gregg Delany over here, he was like, okay, so let's say you take a cruise, right? Somebody else happens to be on that cruise who happens to be on the app as well. When he said that to me, I was like, you ain't even got to finish that sentence. I'm in. Because if you're trying to tell me I can get my hair done on a cruise,
come on now.
Stop it. I'm in.
well, not only the cruise, the Essence Fest, the Jazz Festival in Bahamas, no matter where you're at, because it's an app. Keep in mind, we're not stuck to this brick and mortar situation. If a cosmetologist is in, New Orleans the same time as the festival.
Right.
And they say I'm available on app because they want to work while they're there, because most people want to. They just don't have the clientele. You're going to need your hair done because you've been doing the Running Man for the past 7
I sweated it out. Let's just say what it is.
You on this app. I mean, when we really started thinking about this, people like me and you, we travel. We do a lot of business. And one of the things about it is when you go into foreign cities, foreign states, it's hard for you to determine, where am I going to go get my hair cut? Am I safe here? Do I know these people? I'm going to go in this chair. Now, you don't want to go to the first chair who's open in the barbershop ever.
Ever. Y'all, ever.
Ever. And you know why? Because you know why it's open. But what it does is I give you the opportunity to be able to book your flight, book your event, book your hotel, get on your flight, on your way to your hotel, book your service for whatever your beauty needs may be, and make it happen. Now, men, you could be getting your hair cut while your woman's getting their makeup done.
Yep.
That event that you have is great. When you're a businessman and you're traveling, you have no idea where where you're going to be at, things of nature. If you get on this app and they're within your area, you get to look at their work. You get to choose your work to be done. And since it's not a brick and mortar thing, all we need the barbers and beauticians to do is log on, be available and ready to work.
Yep.
For the clients, all we need you to do is log on and get it done. Now, we're not going to charge you $30 more to have somebody come to get your hair cut. No, there is a service fee, of course. But at the same time, these barbers, what you're requesting for your service to be done, that's what you're paid.
Mm-hmm.
And these customers, for your convenience of having someone come to you, you're going to pay that service fee. But at the same time, you get what you want when you want it in the comfort of your own home space or wherever you are. You could be in the park if the address works. They'll come to you and they'll cut your hair. And you're going to look good. And you know what? Not only did you get your hair cut, but you got it cut custom. Ladies, not only did you get your braids done, but you got your braids done custom.
Yes.
Your makeup, custom. Eyelashes, custom. I'm just saying.
I love the blink.
Did you see the blink?
I saw
for the eyelashes.
It was
I don't have long eyelashes, but I did it. Custom, you know?
All right, you guys, you know, one of the things that I am all about here on At the Half is everything black. And so outside of this being an amazing app, it's black ownership.
Absolutely.
And aside from the greatness of this app, I just want to talk about how important it is for you as a black man to be a part of this company, or be the guy that invented and created this company. As a black man, what does that mean to you to be able to tell other people, hey, I did this, you can do it too?
Honestly, at this point, it's never really been a focus of me, you know, trying to be one who said I did it, you know, and this is what I have. It's just, I was never willing to give up. And I knew that there was an opportunity for me to create a business lane that made sense for me and the people I've worked with. And when we're in a position where I could say, hey, this is not, you know, and no disrespect to the clothing line people or nothing like that, but this is not a service I'm asking you to pay me that I provide you. I'm giving you a service to build your brand, to build your business, because now you're your own boss. And I'm just sending you the clients to make your money. And now I get to build you up. But I've always done that in the black community. I've always assisted or tried to push business to someone who does great work. So now if you're a barber or a beautician, a cosmetologist, I could give you that business. Now you become your own boss. And for me, that was the best thing, because nobody wants to work for anybody for forever. So if I could make you as financially stable and financially successful as the shop owner, and you don't have to pay rent, booth rent, light bills, none of that, why would I not do this for you? Because as long as you're successful and it's a service I'm offering, then I win, right? And we all win. And then this changes the narrative of what black business looks like.
Yeah.
Because everybody who has this license, when you got this license, your license wasn't for you to go work for somebody else. You got this license because it certified you. Now you get paid for the work you do, and I get to make you an entrepreneur. And not only that, but I got some things coming down the line. We're gonna start some business schools and things to tell them how to manage it and run it and things of that nature. But we want them to get their money.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the privilege of kind of hearing Gregg's business plan, not only for this business venture, but for going forward. And when I tell you that I am 100% proud of you, I want you to tell everybody how they can get involved right now with Custom Cutz and Custom Beauty.
If you are a barber or a cosmetologist and you want to sign up, go to www.customcutzmobile.com. There is a registration form on there. Go into the registration, put your information in, we'll send you the application. Once you fill out the application, we do a background check that we're subject to. Once that works, we go back through it, you get approved, you're live on the app, and once all the information goes through, then now you're available for clients. For the customers, for the people who are looking forward to this service, and we're talking about NBA stars, for all of that, go to the website, sign up as a customer, put your information in, know that it's available, and when you decide, once the app is live, which we're launching in the beginning of May, once the app is live, yeah.
Round of applause.
Everything's already done. Yes. It ain't we may launch it like it's done. We're launching the beginning of May, and once the app is live and you decide that you want to cut on May 2nd, you go into that app, request your service, and we'll be on our way, and you'll be able to see it. Select who you want, and we're going to make it custom. And once again, that's www.customcutzmobile.com.
I'm so glad that you came all the way out to LA. You know, sometimes I do these kinds of interviews via Zoom. Y'all see him across the table from me. Y'all know he flew all the way out here to do this.
Y'all might want to check her credentials. You know, she's been international. I'm sitting next to an international host. I'm just lucky enough to be in the building. And she got alcohol.
Y'all know I do the whip.